Hey guys, so today we have Christy here. She's one of our students. She's starting beginning to all the way now 13K following.
My name is Christy. So the reason why I started content was because I feel like I am just a really creative person, but I never really had like an outlet, especially working in 8 to 5. I think I was just like super stressed all the time, and I realized like making content is like something that I really enjoy, which is why I started. And also like I just really wanted to help people, also share a little bit about my faith.
Cool. Thank you for that. I guess the first question was, what was your situation before joining and what were you struggling the most with content at that time?
For me, I think it was definitely trying to figure out how to manage my time with content and also working in 8 to 5. It was really hard for me to come home after work and just grind out content. So I would stay up till like 2 a.m. some nights because I had no structure and I had no plan. So,
Damn. Okay. I feel like a lot of people resonate with that too, where you're like working full time and you get home, you're so tired, but you still want to do content, so you push it through the night. And then the next day, you're even more tired because you didn't get enough sleep. Yeah. All right. So we're jumping right into what almost stopped you from joining the program in the first place.
because social media for me and making money through like Instagram and stuff, it was just super foreign to me. And as like a super like what's the word? Like I think I'm very doubtful a lot of the times and I'm really skeptical. And so when I heard that there was a program that could help me reach 10K, I was like, nah, it's too good to be true. It's like there's no way. Yeah, but then like yeah, so I think that was one of the main things for me. I was like,
Yeah.
can I trust these people that I'm working with? Especially when I don't know them and it's just like through a screen though.
True, that's so true. Yeah, because I remember you said you just started following Martin too, pretty new. Do you remember like how long before you like following Martin and then all of a sudden decide to hop on a call with us and join our program?
Yeah, so I think like because I followed him for like, a little bit, I saw that he was post on his stories about reaching 10K and things like that and how he did like, a news program too. And so I was like, oh, like he knows what he's doing and things like that. And then like I think it was when he was helping someone with their account and reaching 10K, he was able to help them reach that goal. And then I think after that, I was like, oh, I kind of want to see if he's opening up a class or something like that. And so I would like check his page and his bio and stuff to see if there's like a cohort link or something like that where I can sign up. But he had no program. So I was like, no. So I was just waiting. Just waiting.
Wondering maybe that someone was me because I think I was the first student.
Yeah,
it's like the first friend, and then we're like, what the hell? We should start a program.
No, yeah, he was like, oh, this person went to UCSD. So I was
Oh,
like,
then
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Then
I
I know who that is.
I think it's Dari.
Wow, thanks to me, bro. Yeah. I guess the next question is like, so once you joined the program, what was the moment things started to click for you?
Honestly, I think it was like the first assignment actually, which is where you write out your goals and what you actually want and where you see yourself in the future. Because for me, I thought it was gonna be very like, oh, like just do this and that. But I think it was a lot more reflective than I expected. And I actually really, really enjoyed doing that. Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah.
What the?
Personal development, self-growth.
I'm surprised to hear your answer. Just so that you guys understand, the first assignment that we have the student do is to learn journal 3 pages about their goal, how they want to grow, and of course that page 2, but more importantly, them the person behind the content. Yeah.
Hey, it's so deep.
Alright, so then the next question is, what are the specific action or strategy that led you to see real results?
Honestly, I feel like just posting consistently and experimenting with what works and what doesn't work. And I think once you find something that does work for you, like for example, when one of my talking head videos blew up, like I remember Nuri and Martin were like, oh, you should double down on it because it looks like the audience is liking it. So that's what I did. I think after that, I started doing a lot more talking head videos, which eventually helped me gain momentum and like, yeah, hit 10K.
Nice. Why do you think that video take off in the first place?
Honestly, I feel like it's because it was something that a lot of people could relate to. I remember talking about how like it was like scripture about like just slowing down because I feel like everyone gets so busy and like always trying to move on to the next thing, like whether it's in their career, their relationship, or anything, you know, reaching that next goal. But I think like after I said what I said, like, you know, like slowing down everything, I feel like a lot of people could relate to it.
That's true. I wonder, like, how did you come up with that idea, that message to talk about slowing things down a little bit and not hustle all the time?
I think it has to do with like my own personal like relationship with God. Faith has been something that's been really big growing up, and it's just such a big part of my life, like, and it affected every single part of my life. So I was like, oh, there's like, I actually need to talk about it. Because originally I was gonna start off with like fitness and stuff, but then later I was like, oh, like this is such a great opportunity for me to share about like something that's a lot more personal to me, and I feel like it could help other people.
I think talking about faith is really personal. Even like us in the program, people were saying like how brave you are to be like personal and talk about your journey with faith. That's respect.
Thank you.
For sure, 100%. But I think another thing that I really respect about you, Christy, was that during the first few posts, right, you didn't gain any traction, right? And you did not like let that stopping you either. Yeah. Every call we have, you always focus on how do I help the person behind the screen? Like, what can I give? Like, can I help them with finance after they graduate college? Do you think that it's the mindset that you already have in general, or where did that mindset come from?
I feel like a lot of it actually came while I was working in 8 to 5. I realized like working in 8 to 5 is really, really difficult. And for me personally, I felt like I could use that time and invest it into myself. So I would listen to a lot of podcasts. I think it's more of a personal thing for me. Going in, I felt like I already prepared myself and saying like, this is a long-term game. Like there's going to be ups and downs, but in the long term, like if I'm consistent, like it's going to compound. Like my efforts are going to compound, and at the end of the day, like it's going to grow. So I think just believing in yourself is huge too. It's like, you know, just like do what you have to do. Like if you really want it, like go get it. But you have to put in the work too.
1000%. Wow, love it. All right, so do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
Just keep posting.
Lock in for real.
Okay, so I guess the next question is like, why do you think is the number one reason that you hit 10K followers so quickly?
Honestly, I think it's just being consistent. Being consistent and trying, or not focusing so much on hitting 10K, because I feel like that's something that you can't really control. You know, like your growth, like you can do all you can to boost the alg and everything. But I think for me personally, I just like told myself like, okay, like do what you can and do what you can control, which is post a lot and post consistently, putting in the work, see what you can do to bring value to other people. So I think it's all about being generous too. You know, like what can I do? What did I learn in the past that could help someone else?
Yeah, I think that's what I love a lot about YouTube. That not selfish. Do you get what I meant? Where I think a lot of the time we would ask like, how do I get 10K follower? How do I get viral videos? And we're trying to work from there. But for you, it's like, don't focus on that, because we cannot control who follow us, how to grow. But we can always control on like posting consistently. I love that. Yeah. So then that leads me to the next question. So since you said consistently, right? What is your daily or weekly routine look like for you to get this result? How is it that you're able to balance between your like full-time job, fitness, faith, now content? Christy, what is the sauce there?
Honestly, it's like, so it depends on my schedule actually. So for me, I'm the type where it's like, if I try to batch content, if I'm being like honest with you, like I tried, but I feel like for me, it doesn't work, because I just can't sit there and just like grind everything out. Like I need to do it or break it down. So for me, what I do is I look at my schedule for the week that's ahead, and I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna be busy 3 days out of 7 days. So during those 3 days, I make sure I try to do more low intensity videos. So yeah, because I don't really have that much time. And then the rest of the 4 days when I know I have time, I would just like, grind out the videos. But for me, because I'm only posting once a day, I just try to focus on doing that every single day.
Wow. Cool. Oh, by the way, low intensity video mean like really quick videos that take like 15 to 30 minutes to make, compared to like higher intensity or videos that take 1 to 2 hours, 3, 4. Anything like that. So that's how you organize your schedule, and your only goal is not to go viral or anything, but just to post that day.
Yeah, post every day. But some days I don't.
I think like aiming for perfect is impossible. Let's talk about that. So on day that you fall off from your streak of posting daily, how do you get back?
So for me, I always tell myself I can miss a day. I try my best not to. But if I really can't do it, then I just miss that day. But I make sure I never miss 2 days in a row. That's like my biggest thing. Like, don't have to.
Okay. Nice. So I remember like before the program, you're not posting every day, right? What's your frequency before that?
I think it was maybe like 4 times a week. Yeah.
What is it about the program that helped you post every day?
I liked how in the beginning there was structure. So like the weekly folders where you guys would have day 1 through 7 already formatted with all the information and stuff. You just literally have to do it. So it's so easy to follow. The music is there. You don't have to overthink anything. You just do it. Super helpful.
So you like the video weekly plan that we create, so you can just follow in the beginning and not think or research? Yeah. The reason why we have that, because I realized the hardest part is not the video, but the idea itself.
Yeah.
My bigger question was like, because it's planned, it's not you who come up with that plan. What if one of the video or the idea that you don't like, do you still make the video and move on? How does it feel when you run into a video like that?
Are you talking about like when I first started the program?
First,
For me, I think because I already trusted like you and Martin a lot, because you guys have done this, you know, for so long. So I think it's just like putting my trust in you guys in like the program. Yeah. And then just doing it. Like if I have questions, I would just ask you guys, you know, but yeah.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for that trust. Let's go. Wow, thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know what else to say. I guess we're moving on. I guess it's just pure trust. What was the hardest part of the program? Like, where do you feel like you're stuck the most?
I think it's once you stop using the weekly folders and once you start once your page starts to grow, I feel like there's more pressure to perform. And like, I think Martin was saying how the weekly folders are meant as like a training wheel for you. And then once you're like more comfortable with the style and the formats and stuff, then you can start to experiment. But I think taking that leap of faith of actually experimenting, especially when you're growing, is like one of the hardest challenges.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, just so that you also understand what Christy meant. So in our program, we assign every student an idea of what to post throughout the entire week. But because Christy went viral with a specific videos, and we decided she should double down on that format, which put a lot of pressure, of course, right? Talk more, like, how does it feel to suddenly gain, I think, 8K followers in a week?
Yeah. It was so surreal, to be honest. I feel like I was just like, there's no way. There's no way. I was like, am I saying that right? I was like, there's no way. I feel like because my content is focused on faith and everything, I think it just goes back to, I put in the work, but at the end of the day, I trust in God to also help me and things like that. And honestly, I owe it to God. Like, I didn't do anything besides post and everything, but everything that's uncontrollable, that's all him.
Like, when you feel really great to went viral super fast, but it comes with pressure, and that's when you even look more inward and just seek help from God and how He want to help you. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And then I think to add to that point a little bit, I saw you experiment too. Yeah, same topic, different video, different format. How does that feel? Like, how does it feel to be your own creator, right? Make these decisions.
Honestly, I think it's a lot more freeing doing what I want to do versus following structure. Honestly, also, I think it's just having fun with it. Yeah, hitting 10K is great and everything, but at the end of the day, content should be something you really enjoy making. So I think once you stop focusing on, I need to hit this and do all these things. It's like, bro, like, just have fun.
Exactly.
It's okay if it flops. It's okay.
Exactly. It's okay if it flops.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. The fact that we're posting daily, tomorrow we have a different video anyways.
Yeah.
It's okay if it flops.
Yeah.
And I think that you as the creator grow so much, Christy, because you follow the structure at first, right? And I think that, I don't know, you tell me, did it build the skill for you now to, even though it's all about faith, you would have reformat it in different way? I saw you did talking head.
Yeah.
I saw you did vlog. I saw you did so many different formats.
Yeah.
How does that skill come together for you?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the weekly folders really helped expose me to a lot of different formats that I didn't even know were like there. I was like, what even is this format? Like, I didn't even know this was a thing. And then but then after doing it a couple of times, it's just you're just repeating it, and it's a skill that you have to build. But just the folders really helped me figure out what I enjoy making, what I don't, and it's kind of on some days that you don't have time, you can do low intensity. So it's like there's different low intensity formats too. So I think it's honestly a lot of strategizing, just time management too.
Nice. Oh my God. We're just so happy that you like that shit, because that just takes so long to do.
Don't worry, I'm like
so long to build that for you guys every week. So I'm so happy you like
so
it.
helpful. Actually, so helpful.
Wow. Awesome. Cool. Thanks. All right. Next one is, what is one thing that you believe now about content that you didn't believe before that would change? Give the most shocking one.
Honestly, that you can make money from it.
True.
I was always so skeptical. I was like, there's no way people are like making money from this shit. But I was like, oh shoot. There's so much opportunity in content, and I feel if you know how to strategize and stuff, like you can make a lot of money from it.
Exactly. 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. Do you think that by growing your following now, and you're like at 13K followers, does that open any door for you to become monetized?
I've been receiving a couple of brand deals and stuff and collabs and also UGC. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot more opportunity. For me personally, I tried doing UGC and stuff, but I think it's also hard to balance doing both, like UGC and also your personal content if you're still trying to grow that. Yeah, but there's definitely money in UGC and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Fire. Yeah. So then, that's make me curious. Christy, did you start it out? Okay, be really honest here. Did you start it out planning that, okay, I'm gonna grow this following so then I can get UGC due, or it just come as a byproduct?
So initially when I first started, I wanted to monetize eventually, but I think now it's more I need to make sure I bring value to people first. Yeah, so then later, of course, I would want to monetize and things like that because it just takes so much time and effort. But yeah, like...
Yeah. 100% so much time and effort. Yeah, the reason why I've asked that question because I've realized that it's this pattern where the people who, just like you said, realize that you need to give value first before you ask for something back. Those accounts tend to take off more than just, I'm gonna do this so I can make 10K. Yeah, and then also those pages are not growing as much because I feel like people nowadays, they can smell it really fast.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I feel like people can smell really fast.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Wanted to ask you, what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining but isn't sure? Especially someone who is super busy, just like you, right? Because we can only talk about people in similar situation as you who has a full-time job, still want a life outside, either it's fitness, faith, and now content on top. What would you say to that person if they want to join but isn't sure?
I just want to say, genuinely, you're going to be working with the best people. I'm not paid, I promise. Genuinely, they're like, yeah, like hitting 10K is good and everything. Yeah, you want to do content. But I think it's just knowing that you're in good hands because they're just really good people. And it's essentially like a partnership. You guys are going to be working together and doing all these things with each other. So yeah, you guys are just in really good hands and like, yeah, like just join, just do it. Actually, you're not going to regret it, genuinely. And also the things in the program, it helped me actually with time management. So I was working at 8 to 5, but it was technically like a statistics because I would leave my house at 7 and I would get to the gym at 6. So I literally only had like 1 to 2 hours to actually do content, and that's stretching it. But after doing the program, it's so much easier. You save so much time.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Christine. All right, so I guess that's a wrap for the video. Unless you want to share one last thing with the viewer, whoever watching this, hope they get values out of this interview too. I think this person who's watching is either posting content and stuck a little bit and not sure what to do. That's why they're watching this video.
Yeah, I think one thing I would say that has helped me a lot is to focus on your why. Just know why you're posting what you're posting and make sure you're intentional with it, because once you start to question and doubt your goals and like, oh, do I even like this? Things like that. That's when everything starts to go downhill. So just constantly remembering your goals and your why and your vision for the platform and making sure you're intentional and genuine. Yeah, that's a big one. Genuine. Yeah,
so
be
genuine.
authentic. Yeah.
Also, yeah, I guess I love that. And I wonder, how do you remember your why? Because even me, sometimes I would forget. Life gets super busy, right? Do you like try to remember it once a week? How do you do it?
For me, I try to do it every day. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How?
Yeah. So for me, I usually like wake up and I do deep work in the mornings. Yes. Before, I used to like gym first thing in the morning because I was like, I need to wake up and things like that. But actually, I switched it. So now, as soon as I wake up, I do my devotionals and then I start doing like, content stuff for like 1 hour or something like that. I know it's probably hard if you're working in 8 to 5, but just like, finding some time throughout the day to just lock in, just journal and write down like, your intentions for the day. So it's like, okay, why am I even posting content? Like, you know, why am I even doing this? Why am I even doing that? And so it's just like, oh, it's because I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to like, do this. I'm passionate about it. And it's just like constantly training your brain to remember that.
Wow, that's so fire. Every day, every morning, guys.
Yeah,
dude. Of course you're not going to forget. Okay, I'm definitely going to try that myself. That is so cool. Because I think I do it once a week, but maybe once a day, even more powerful. Yeah. Like, why do you do what you do? Yeah. What is content, business? Wow. All right. Thanks, Christine. That's so cool. Let's go.
For having me.
All right. That's okay.